thank you. So I will do this, okay, say thank you. Do that, say thank you. Because he was fed up of this, I don't know, he had been teaching something because he was a manager to a group of managers. And he said, we are engineers, we don't know how to say thank you. And we have to learn. So today, it was all about everything, say thank you.
You guys have, thank you very much. You guys have seen me do that some in my workshops here. I've had you thank each other, high fives, high tens. There's all kinds of fun things you can do with that. What I'm after when I do that is I want everybody to feel good about participating. It's not always, you know, sometimes we only thank students if they get the right answer. And if they get the wrong answer, what do we say? Oh, well, that's not exactly what I was looking for. Does somebody else know? And that student now is going to be less likely to participate next time, right? But can we at least, even if they get the wrong answer, can we at least acknowledge that they tried? And again, if I as the teacher am the only one in charge of acknowledging effort, they're not going to all get acknowledged very often. But it's real easy for me as a teacher to say, turn to your partner that you just shared with and give them a high five, tell them thank you for sharing. Now, everybody in the class gets thanked instantly. It's real quick, everybody gets thanked, they start feeling a little bit better about participating and at least trying. Nobody was made fun of. And also, if you have them do a pair share like that, and then you say thank your partners, and then you say, let me take a few call outs. What did you come up with? Who has an answer? The answers they give you are more likely to be right. Now, for two reasons. One, they've had a chance to process it. They got a chance to think about it and to talk it through with another person. If they had the wrong answer when they shared with their partner, there's a chance that their partner knew the right answer and straightened them out. And now when I ask who wants to share an answer, the student who shares may have had the answer wrong in the first place. I don't know that. But their partner helped them get the right answer, and now they're ready to share the right answer. They've processed it. And do you guys ever ask a question to the whole group and they look at you and just stare?
Yes.
Okay? That happens because there's no processing time on their part. And here's what goes on in the brain when you ask a question to the whole group. First of all, it has to say, what does that question mean? They may be thinking, what does the teacher really want? You know? They may also be thinking, then once they get past that, then they're thinking, well, what is the right answer? Then they have to think, well, how do I put that into words? Because I may know the answer, but especially if I'm a teenager, I don't want to say it, I don't want to stumble over the words and say it wrong in front of my peers because somebody might laugh at me, I might get embarrassed, right? So they have to think, how do I say that so I come out smooth? Okay? All that has to happen in the brain before they will raise their hand. That's why they're all looking at you. They're thinking. They're thinking all those things. And if they're not comfortable with all of those things, they're not going to raise their hand at all, which is why only a few people usually raise their hand. To get around that, you simply say, turn to a partner, or in your groups, talk about, here's a question. In your groups, talk about this question. You give them the question, they talk about it 30 seconds maybe. It doesn't have to be long. Put some music on so they can talk and not hear the other groups talking. Turn the music off and say, great, who wants to share your answer, what you came up with? And now they've already said it once. All they have to do now is repeat what they already figured out. The processing happened in the group. Now they feel comfortable with the answer. They probably all have the right answer, and they're more confident to share now. And then you say, who wants to share? And a lot of hands usually go up. So you don't get people staring at you. So try that next time. But anyway, going back to the original question, these are a lot of different strategies that I've just thrown out. Acknowledgements, affirmations. Last night, once I said, turn to your partner and tell them, you're a genius. Now you don't say, turn to your partner and say something nice about them. Why not? I just stunned you with the question, didn't I? Here's why not. Because some kids will use that to be sarcastic. They'll say, good job. Like you know they don't really mean it. And they hurt this partner's feelings. So what you do is you actually give them the exact words you want them to say.